Help me reach 3,000 subscribers. Hit like and leave a comment. I really do read them all. Lauren told me at breakfast she didn't feel happy. No build-up, no small talk. She put down her mug and said, I feel stuck. I don't feel happy with how things are. I looked at the half-burnt toast and the calendar on the fridge stacked with her plans, my errands, and our names scribbled like we were employees of the same small shop. I asked what exactly felt wrong. She waved it off with, you're a good guy. It's just not enough. I heard the words and made a simple decision. I'd give this marriage my best shot one more time, not with speeches, but with actions. If respect showed up, good. If not, I'd act accordingly. I started with the basics. I left work early to handle the patio lights she'd wanted for months. I booked a reservation at a place she liked, made sure the car was washed, and set Saturday aside for her sister's charity thing because Lauren said it mattered. I didn't announce any of it. I just did it. That night she walked in late, tossed her bag on a chair, and said, You're really trying, huh? I'm not trying, I answered. I'm doing. Doing is cute, she said, sliding past me to the sink. But I need to feel special. What does that mean in dollars or hours? I kept my tone even. It means attention, she said. Presence, and less of your logic. Define attention, I replied. So I don't guess and miss. She smirked. If I have to define it, it's already ruined. I let that one land and kept going. Friday, I packed her lunch with a note. You're on my list today. That evening I took her to dinner. On the walk to the car, she said, Everyone's boyfriend does flowers. I nodded and didn't argue. The next morning, I handled the landscaper she'd complained about. She looked at the yard and said, Finally. At lunch with her friend Janice, I sat quiet while they talked travel. Janice asked about my job and then asked Lauren, Do you feel taken care of? Lauren laughed and said, He means well. I ate my salad like it was just food, not a scoreboard. Back at home, I put a small schedule change on the fridge. She noticed it. What's this? My Saturday mornings are mine, I told her. Gym, coffee, quiet. If you need me after 11, I'm all yours. Until then, no errands, no appointments. So you're unavailable now? She folded her arms. I'm precise now, I said. I'll give fully when I'm there. I won't be halfway anywhere. She rolled her eyes. You picked a weird time to make rules. Rules are how I give more without burning out. I kept it flat. Her phone buzzed. She read something and exhaled through a smile. We'll see if your rules make me feel special. We'll see, I said. That evening my coworker Mike called. You good, man? Trying to be a grown-up, I told him. Keep it measured, he said. Measured wins. Before bed, Lauren said, By the way, my sister's doing a family dinner next week. Be nice. She kissed my cheek like a stamp on a package and walked away. I looked at the calendar. Family dinner. New audience. New variables. I left my Saturday rule on the fridge and didn't move it a millimeter. Microcliff. An hour later, Lauren texted from the other room. We need to talk about what I deserve at that dinner. I didn't reply. I wanted to hear her definition live. On Sunday, we hosted her neighbor committee in our backyard. I grilled, Lauren curated the playlist, and Janice arrived early with a How's My Favorite Almost Romantic. I passed her a bottle opener and kept it cordial. When the small talk slowed, Lauren said to the table, He's in a fix-it phase. It's progress. I set down the tongs. I'm not in a phase. I'm just handling my side of the line. Don't be literal, she teased. He's always literal. Literal keeps expectations honest, I replied. Some heads nodded. The quiet married ones who know the math. Janice leaned in. You know, sometimes women just want to be surprised. Lauren snapped her fingers. Exactly. Surprise me. I wiped my hands and said, Here's a surprise. If we're telling stories about each other, I'm out. I stepped back from the table. Talk about the weather. It's safer. A couple of neighbors chuckled. Lauren squinted. Oh, come on, it was a joke. Jokes land when they respect the people in the room, I said and walked inside to check the oven even though nothing was in it. 5 minutes later she followed. You embarrass me when you do that, she said. You do that when you talk about me like I'm a project, I replied. So here's a simple line. Talk to me, not about me. If it's about us, we keep it between us. If it's about the grill, knock yourself out. She stared like I'd just changed the rules of English. Fine, she said. Fine. That night, she set a plate with my favorite pasta on the table and put a small candle next to it. No more public jokes, she said. I hear you. I took a bite and nodded. I appreciate that. She rested a hand on my shoulder. I want to reset. I've been a short with you. Short is one word, I answered. Reset how? I'll try, she said. Just give me a little more cushion. Little treats. I like when life feels soft. So you want more comfort? I said. Say that. I like when you say yes, she replied. I stacked my fork. New offer. I'm cutting our week into lanes. My time and your time. When it's your lane, I'm present. When it's mine, you don't ping me every 6 minutes, and I won't ping you. You also don't make me your entertainment for other people. That's cold, she said. It's clean, I said. We can both breathe. She nodded slowly. Okay, I can do that. For a minute I believed it. Then while she showered, her tablet lit up. A preview flashed. He's finally performing. Ask for more while the stage is up. The sender was a friend from yoga. I didn't open it. I didn't need context. I saw enough to name the game. Push, measure, collect. She came out in a robe, soft voice, softer eyes. Want to watch that show? She asked. I've got an early start, I told her. My lane. She smiled at the candle like it earned her a prize. Rain check then. Microcliff. She sent a group message later. Family dinner Friday. Dress nice. I typed a single line to myself in notes. Pack a bag Thursday night. Her sister Tessa hosted the dinner. Long table, folding chairs, an aunt who always brings the same potato salad, and a cousin who thinks volume is wisdom. I arrived on time, brought a pie, said hello to everyone by name, and sat beside Lauren. Tessa poured tea and asked, "How are things, you two?" Lauren answered first. "We're working on it." Tessa smiled at me. "You're a steady guy, Ethan." I kept it light. I try to keep the wheels on. Halfway through the meal, the conversation turned to jobs and upgrades and whose kitchen needed new counters. Janice showed up late and found a seat across from me. "There he is," she said. "Mr. Literal." I didn't bite. I asked Tessa about her new schedule instead. Lauren leaned back in her chair, balanced a fork on her finger, and said, loud enough for the whole table, "You know what? If I'm honest, I probably should have picked someone else. Someone bigger." The fork clattered. The cousin went quiet. Tessa's eyes widened. Janice smirked like she was waiting for a commercial break. I pushed my chair back. Calm, not slow. I took out my key ring and slid the house key off. I set it next to my glass. Tessa whispered, "Whoa. Guys." Lauren held up a hand to her sister and stared at me. "What?" "I'm allowed to say how I feel." "You are," I answered. "And I'm allowed to say what it means." She folded her arms. "Which is?" "It means you just saved me months of guesswork," I told her. "I'm done performing. I'm done asking what you want while you test for sport. You said your truth. Here's mine. I'm not your draft choice. I'm not waiting on a call. Keep the chair. I'm taking my respect." She blinked. "Are you serious?" "I'm simple," I replied. "I won't sit at a table where I'm the punchline." I looked at Tessa. "Thank you for the meal." Tessa stood, torn between blood and common sense. "Lauren, apologize." "Now." Lauren scoffed. "It was a joke." "No," I said. "It was the summary." Janice crossed her legs and said, "You can't handle a little honesty?" "I handled it fine," I told her. "I'm handling it by leaving." I took my jacket. I nodded at the aunt. I walked to the door. Lauren followed into the hallway. "You're being dramatic," she said. "Sit down. Don't make this a scene." "I'm ending the scene," I answered. "From now on, if you want to talk to me, ask yourself if it's respectful. If not, talk to the wall. It listens more than I do." "You're not leaving," she said. "I packed yesterday," I told her. "Gym bag, toolbox, the essentials. I made a spare plan. I do that when weather changes." Her mouth opened, then closed. "Where are you going?" "Somewhere I'm not a prop," I said. "Are you seriously going to throw away a marriage over a sentence?" she asked. "You threw it," I replied. "I'm just not diving after it." I walked out. The cold air felt honest. Mike picked up on the first ring. "You good?" he asked. "I'm done," I told him. "My guest room's open," he said. "Keys under the mat." "I brought my own," I said and looked at the simple bag in my trunk. Logistics beats speeches. Microcliff. As I turned the key in Mike's door, my phone buzzed. "Lauren, come back now. We'll talk." I put the phone face down and set my bag in the room. Morning brought a parade of gentle words. Lauren texted, "I was tired. I was showing off. I shouldn't have said it like that. Can we reset?" I typed a short reply. "We're separated." Keep communication short, and practical. She responded with a heart, then 10 lines about cooking my favorite dinner tonight. I wrote, "Don't cook for me. Use this for logistics. Pickup times, what you need from the house, what you're returning." That was the rule. Adults need rules. At lunch, she appeared at my job with a paper bag and the same pasta from earlier. She placed it on my desk and smiled at my manager, Rick. "He loves this," she said like I wasn't there. Rick looked at me. I lifted the bag and handed it back to Lauren. "We don't do drop-ins," I told her. "Text first. If it's about things, list them. If it's about feelings, tell a friend." We're not that anymore. Rick walked away slowly, pretending to check his phone. Lauren's smile thinned. "You want me to beg?" she asked. "I want you to respect my line," I answered. "You're punishing me," she said. "I'm protecting me," I replied. "That's different." "Last night was stupid," she said. I said it for a laugh. It wasn't a laugh. It was an audit. She stared. "Fine. Then I'm trying now. This is me trying." Trying would be apologizing at that table, I told her. "Not chasing me at work." "So what do you want?" she asked, arms crossed. "I want clarity," I said. "You chose status over respect. I choose distance over noise. Here's how it goes: separate accounts, separate schedules, neutral handoffs for stuff. Keep your side clean, and I'll keep mine clean." She took the bag back like it burned. "You'll regret this." "I don't do regrets," I said. "I do decisions." She leaned in. "I can make you come home." "You can't make me do anything," I replied. 2 hours later, she texted a photo of the living room with all my things in boxes and a caption, "Pick up by 7. I thanked her and gave her a time window for the next day. I arranged a friend with a truck and made sure nothing would get dramatic. She sent another message, "Maybe we should talk in person." I replied, "We're keeping it clean." "Keep it clean." That night she called. I let it ring and ring, then answered. "Say one thing," she said. "If I didn't say that sentence, would you still be here?" "If you didn't live the same sentence every week," I told her, "we wouldn't be having this call." She went quiet for the first time in months. "So that's it. No couples talk? No plan?" "We had a plan," I said. "Respect or distance." "You made it easy." I picked distance. "I'm not coming back to negotiate my dignity." Microcliff. She took a breath and said, "Then I'll tell everyone you abandoned me." I looked at the wall and decided the next move. When she started the narrative tour, friends, neighbors, her sister, I held one line. "We disagreed about respect." I stepped away. That's all I said. No names, no details, no counters. When a neighbor asked if we were taking a break, I answered, "I don't do breaks. I do endings." Lauren called again midweek. "Can we meet at the park?" "Neutral ground." "Neutral is email," I told her. "Send what you need." "I need my comfort back," she said. "I need the version of you who said yes." That version was available for someone who treated him like a man, I answered. "You treated him like furniture." She huffed. "You think you're better than me now?" "I think I'm better without being tested for sport," I said. She tried another angle. "We can start over. You have to admit you overreacted." I shook my head, even though she couldn't see it. "I don't have to admit anything that isn't true." She softened her voice. "Do you remember our first winter? You fixed that heater with a YouTube video and a butter knife. You said you'd always show up." "I did," I told her. "And I showed up again last week to end it like an adult." She sniffed. "I'm just asking for patience." "You got years," I said. "Patience isn't the missing piece. Respect is." She tried one last thing. "I'll tell everyone we're working on it. It'll buy you time to cool off." "Use your time how you want," I replied. "It doesn't buy you me." On Saturday, I came by with Mike's truck, stuck to the window I'd set, and collected the boxes. Lauren waited on the porch with crossed arms and a practicing smile. "You look thin," she said. "You're not eating right." "I'm eating fine," I told her. "Step to the side, please." "So this is your new personality?" "Cold," she said. "No," I answered. "This is my old personality with new boundaries." Janice appeared on the sidewalk like a bad notification. "Wow," she said. "Just leaving." "Already left?" I replied, lifting a box. "This is cleanup." Janice whispered to Lauren, "He'll be back." They always come back. I set the next box on the truck bed and laughed once. Lauren tried one last swing. "If you leave with that tone, you'll regret it when you're alone." "I'm not alone," I told her. "I'm with my standards." I closed the tailgate. I handed her a simple sheet listing the remaining items and the 2 pickup windows. Stick to the times. No surprises. Don't tell me how to act, she said. I'm telling you how I'll respond, I replied. Surprises get no answer. I got in the truck. She called my name. I didn't turn around. Clean lines require forward motion. Microcliff. That evening, Tessa texted me. I told her to apologize months ago. She didn't. I'm sorry for my part in the noise. Then she added, she says she wants to make it right. I typed back, there's no right left, just clear. 6 months later. Half a year is enough time for a habit to die. I rented a small place near a park, switched my weekends to early rides, learned to sit in a diner alone and enjoy my eggs without checking a phone that used to buzz like a fire alarm. Work got quieter because I made it quiet. I stopped explaining myself. People adjusted. I saw Lauren once in the grocery aisle, standing where the cereal lives. She started to speak, then looked at my face and kept walking. No drama, no show. Just a person with a cart and a past. Words circled back to me like weather reports. She bounced between plans, told different versions of the dinner depending on the audience, and tried a couple of soft starts that went nowhere. Janice unfollowed both of us from whatever list she kept like it mattered. Tessa checked in twice and then stopped. The house key I slid across the table that night never returned to my hand. Good. Keys mean entry. I prefer doors that stay closed. What did I learn? It's simple. If a person treats you like a test, you don't study harder, you change schools. She wanted more comfort without the cost of respect. I gave her my best shot, and I gave her the result. And when she said I wasn't the right pick, I believed her. I freed myself. People ask if it hurt. Wrong verb. It clarified. There's a moment when a man recognizes the line between patience and self-betrayal. Mine was a sentence at a family table. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't make a scene. I set down a key and picked up my dignity. That's the whole story. And if you're waiting for a twist where I changed my mind, that's not this channel. I left once, and that was the last time. She kept the chairs. I kept my respect.